Hey y'all, welcome. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We are here today. How are y'all doing this morning? It's still morning. Okay, so we have a little cute, girly, feminine haul. As you can see, I got some stuff that I want to show y'all. Okay, I have tried to list everything in the comments. I mean, not in the comments, in the description bar. Just go through all the links, and y'all can see like some of the stuff that I have, some stuff that I bought, and more. Okay. And just go look through it all. It's there somewhere. Just find it. All right. So I have a bunch of feminine, cutesy, girly products that I want to show y'all today. And if y'all like pink, if y'all like girly, if y'all like feminine, I have a bunch of products that I'm gonna show you. I want to start off with the clothing first, so I don't get my hands dirty with the makeup and the cosmetics. So let me show y'all what I got. Okay, so if you're a girly girl, you already know Love Shack Fancy brand. Very girly, very feminine, very pink. So I'm gonna show y'all what we got. So the first thing I'm gonna show y'all is this really cute dress. It's a maxi dress. It's slightly fitted. I got it a little bit larger, so it wouldn't be like super tight. And this is from the pink collection, Love Shack Fancy Pink collection. And it's just a really cute pink dress. You can wear, I'll probably wear this with my denim jacket or a little cardigan and some little flats or some, cutesy heels. But this is really cute. It's stretchy. It has bows and flowers on it. So pretty. And this is the Love Shack Fancy Pink collection. It has like a built-in bralette. And it's the collab with Love Shack Fancy and Pink. So I got this. It's very long. So love that. You can bring that into fall as well. I also have this really pretty satin skirt with this really beautifully like embroidered bow and this beautiful lace. It's like vintage lace with a little eyelash at the bottom. It has this beautiful bow, and this is like a satin skirt. It comes probably to like my lower calves. So it's not super long, but it's cute. It's like lingerie almost. Isn't that beautiful? And I also got the matching top. This is not lingerie. You can wear this out. So I got the matching top with that. Isn't that cute? I love when I get like silky satiny clothing that reminds you of like lingerie, very sensual and sexy and feminine. So like when you're wearing stuff like that out, it's very enticing and it's very attractive. You know what I mean? Anyway, I also got some, y'all probably see me wearing this already. Love Shack Fancy Pink from Pink. Got these little joggers. This one I want to feel comfortable. And it has this little cute bow embroidered in the back. So you can get these at Pink. The other stuff you can order on loveshackfancy.com. And love those for coziness. Love that for coziness. We also have the Stanley Love Shack Fancy Stanley cup. I'll get that on there. And the newest thing, Lawless has come out with some lip plumping glosses with Love Shack Fancy as well, which I have. So this one is called Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Lip Smoothing Gloss and Happy Thoughts. It's really pretty. And then you have, this one is like more of a purpley, violet looking color. And then this one is Blooming Heirloom. And this one is more of a pink, pretty shimmer. Okay, so we have the two Love Shack Fancy colors by Lawless. And as you can see, the packaging is so pretty. Very cutesy, very pretty. All right, sorry, y'all. So like the top has the floral on it. So this is what, Lawless normally looks like. And this is the collab with Love Shack Fancy. So you definitely want to pick these up if you're a Love Shack fancy girly girl. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Definitely want to pick that up. Oh my gosh, Coach. I always get like those advertisement text on the phone whenever there's a sale or something like that. These are cute. Put these in your collection. Definitely very pretty. Okay. Next thing I got was these. This is also another collab with Love Shack Fancy. These hair clips by Goody, and they have these really pretty Love Shack Fancy patterns on them, and you know it's their collab with them as well. If you just like girly feminine stuff, there you go. I'm probably gonna give these to my daughters. Okay. Perfect gifts for daughters, perfect gifts for bridesmaids, perfect gifts for your best friend or yourself. Okay, I also got the little mini Love Shack Fancy perfumes. And this one is in Forever Love. And yeah, and this one is in Love Notes, Endless Dreams. So yeah, these are the mini collections. Okay, so I have these two. I might give one to my daughter. One, we'll get one each. I might keep one if they don't like what it smells like. I'm sure they will, but I'm definitely going to share. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, because sharing is caring. All right, some other girly cutesy stuff. Okay, so if you like to travel or if you just carry your makeup everywhere you go, Coach has this really pretty cutesy makeup case. Then you can travel. It has a little mirror in there. It's pink on the inside. It has like these little bands where you can put stuff, and it has a little pocket. So it smells good because I had like some perfume in there earlier. So this is what I use sometimes when I don't have a lot of makeup, because you know I wear a lot of makeup. When I don't have a bunch of makeup to bring with me, I'll just pop it in here and take it along. It's really cute. Very girly, very pretty with the floral on it. So cute. I also have the matching jewelry case for travel. So like when I take my jewelry, instead of putting it in something else, I just stick it in here and take it with me. I also have one like this. It's a little bit smaller, and it's for vitamins or pills or whatever you want. So I have that also, but I don't. It's somewhere else. So I got that too. That's really cute. Something nice to have when you travel and all that kind of stuff. You've probably seen this many times before if you have been on my channel. But these Latafa like incense that you put in the little incense burner. It just has your whole house smelling like perfume. This is the one that's in the scent of Heaux. And it's like the Bakor. You get the Bakor burner. Okay, and then you just put it in there. You can break it up into little pieces. Put it in there. I just put a little bit in there sometimes. A little chunk in there with a little bit of oud, arga wood. You don't have to mix it. I do. And then let's put the top on it. And then you just press the button and you get like instant Bakor incense. Very nice. And it perfumes your room, your clothes. I put this in my closet and I perfume my clothes with it. So like when you walk around, you're smelling extra. Okay. And this is in the scent by Latafa Heaux. So it's really yummy scent, very feminine. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm going to hold the questions till I'm done with the haul. So thank y'all. You'll definitely check it out. See the little smoke coming out. And you can also do your hair, your clothing, whatever, your blankets. Yeah, I'm answering y'all. Y'all can see I'm doing it already. Thank y'all. Y'all are so sweet. And you know, my Amazon store suggestions, y'all can definitely click on that if y'all want to get all of the info where that's. It's just Scroll down in the description bar and y'all will see it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to get into the makeup. All right, I'm trying to get this incense off my hand. But, oh yeah, I want to show y'all this too. It's so cute. It's a little Barbie. It says born to play. And then it says focus on the good. It's a little Bluetooth speaker. So I like to hook this up to my phone sometimes when I'm just playing music, getting dressed or whatever, or just you can take this with you anywhere and use it as a little Bluetooth speaker for your phone. Okay, see how it's coming out? Put that in your hair. You can do your clothes. I love this. It smells so good. Okay, now let's move on to the makeup. I just went to Sephora and got a few things earlier this week. So let's go through some of this stuff. I do have a lot of Charlotte Tilbury because I love how the colors look on your face. It's very feminine, warm, and like pink, fleshy colors that match your skin tone. So I have a lot of that, just letting y'all know from the start. I'm going to let y'all see what I got. I have some other stuff too that might not be listed, but I'm just going to give y'all the info anyway, and y'all can write it down, whatever. But let me find it. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I've been using these two palettes for the last month. The Charlotte Tilbury Queen of Glow Luxury Palette and Pillow Talk. So I'm going to show you what they look like. So Queen of Glow looks like this. Okay. And Pillow Talk is what I have on right now. Looks like this. Very natural, soft glam, like eyeshadowy look. Very pretty. So I've been using these. This is what I've been using on my eyeshadow for last month. Okay. Very pretty. Okay. I've been using also this little shadow stick by L'Oreal. And this is in like, this just, I got this from the drugstore and it's in like this really pretty maroon color. I've been using that as eyeliner as well with, it's cooling as well. It's a shadow stick. So you can use it as eyeshadow, eyeliner, and it's cooling to the touch. The cool kind of cools when you put it on. It's really nice. So I use this as well. I'll show y'all what it looks like on my hand. It's slightly shimmery, but when you blend it out, it kind of looks like that. Okay, so it's very pretty. So I use that to line, and then I use a black one just like this in Color Tattoo by Maybelline. It's my eyeliner. It's an eyeshadow stick, but I find that when you use black eyeshadow sticks instead of eyeliner, they stay on longer because it's like tattoo 24 hours. It doesn't smudge or smear, and unless you smear it like right when you put it on for that smoky eye effect. But this is what I use instead of eyeliner sometimes. So it stays on without, you know, moving or budging. That's really good. Okay. And then for lips, I've been using the Charlotte Tilbury like lip cheat. It's a two-sided lip liner. One is to line your lips and it's brown color, and then the other one is to fill in your lips. And this is in the Pillow Talk medium, I think. I don't know the name of it, but I have it linked. So you line with this color, and then you fill in your lips with this color. And then you either put a lipstick or a lip gloss or both over it. So after I line with that and fill in with that, I use my Pillow Talk Medium 2 lip color by Charlotte Tilbury. This gives you a really natural lip color. They have lighter or darker. I have the medium 2, so it's a little slightly darker. And then on top of that, I've been wearing the Big Lip Plump Gasm Pillow Talk lip gloss. And it's really pretty. I'm trying to look for it right now. I must have put it somewhere. Anyway, that's what I'm having on my lips. I thought I grabbed it. Oh, here it is. So it looks like this. Isn't it pretty? And This one is in the color, let me put it on while I tell y'all. This is in the color, it's on the top, Pillow Talk Medium Deep. So it's the same color as my lipstick, but it gives you like a plumping. And look at the applicator. It's very flexible and feels good on your lips. So that's what I've been using on my lips for the last couple of days. All right. For flawless, glowy skin, of course, the Airbrush Charlotte Tilbury Glowy foundation. If you don't like foundation, they also have a sheer glow tint stick that you can also use. Okay, been using that or both. When I'm in a hurry, I use this. Or when I have a little time, I use this. Okay, wonderful. I also picked up a new bronzer. I don't know if I linked this or not, but it's by Sai. I don't know if I pronounced it right. Sai. And I use this bronzer as kind of a contour. And I just sculpt my nose, my cheekbones, and stuff like that with this. So it's very nice. This is the darkest color I think that they have. This is the darkest one. And so that's what I've been using. And this one is called Deep Bronze. I got this at Sephora. Okay, but that's what I have been using on my face. For my blush, I've been using Chanel. I think this is in Rouge Noir. It's like a red blush. And I just take either a brush or a little beauty blender, and I just go like this. And you can also use it on your lips or eyeshadow, for eyeshadow too. So if you like that red flushed look, they also have different colors. I have a maroon one, not maroon, but like more berry tone color as well. Somewhere. Anyway. Yeah. I have a berry toned one of those as well. If you don't like red, but red was like really popular this year, so I got the red. Noir Rouge. Okay. Like Chanel. And then like if you I also have the little Charlotte Tilbury in tan. It's like number 310. You get these at Sephora in the little mini sections. This is what it looks like. Okay. And then you just take your little brush or your little powder pat and you go up under your eye. Isn't this cute? So this is what I've been using lately, y'all. Okay. Very nice. Very glowy, very cutesy, very demure. So if y'all want that feminine, glowy, you know, natural skin, like look, Charlotte Tilbury is where you need to be. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so that I think that's it for the makeup that I wanted to show y'all. It's feminine and girly and super cute. Hope y'all like that little mini haul. And also all of my merch, of course, my SheraSeven merch. Y'all need to go and check it out. Links are on the channel, and also let me find. Oh, I have one more thing to show y'all. Okay, so this is what I use every time I travel since I've had it. My necklace got caught on it. This Jaunty bag. So one of you guys actually sent this to me, and they, you know, you're the owner of this company, Jaunty. So thank you, girl. I use this so much. This is just a keychain that I threw on there. But I use this so much when I travel because it fits literally everything in it. And they have different colors. They have pink, black, and I think another color, cream maybe. So right now I have some other makeup in here storing away. Let me just take it out so I can show you this bag. All right, so this bag, it's kind of dirty. I need to clean it out. You can put all your makeup and toiletries in here. It has a mirror. And then on the back of the mirror, there's brush storage. You put all your beauty brushes in there. And then on this side, there's a whole nother section for your makeup or hair products or whatever. This fits everything. I don't need like an extra makeup bag or nothing. This is all my toiletries, all my makeup, all my brushes. And it has this long strap so you can carry. And it's just, isn't it pretty? And it has the cute, comes with this little cute hardware and little keychain that comes with it. So y'all can definitely use my code if y'all like that. If y'all like this, my code is Jaunty Lady Shera, and I'm going to link this here. If y'all are interested in this, I'm going to link it here. It's also linked in the description bar. Jaunty Lady Shera. You get 10% off the bag. They do have different colors. If you're not a pink girl, they have black. I think they have cream. And then they have this color. So, yeah. Jaunty Lady Shera. The code is in the description bar, but you know. Thank you, iHeart Caroline. Appreciate you. So I'll definitely get this. I love this bag. I take this every time I go out, go travel, go somewhere, or I need to take my makeup and my stuff. So it's my new favorite item. Y'all, I really use this so much. Just tell y'all. Like, and it stretches out so you can zip it up. You can literally stuff this thing. And it's very soft too. Really pretty. Okay. Thank you, girl. Okay. I think that's pretty much it for all the girly feminine haul stuff. I have a lot more, but that's all I'm going to give y'all today because I think that's all y'all can handle. Yeah. Is that right? All right. Wonderful. I'm going to like I'm gonna now we're gonna switch over and I'm gonna read the questions that I missed. Okay. Thank you, Peaches. Okay, so Peaches, I hope you're still around because I'm gonna answer your question now. He just told me he's separated for 3 years, claims he's looking for connection, benefits, friends, maybe long term. How do I navigate with this? It means he's still married. He ain't gonna divorce no time soon, and he's and he's in need of companionship. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. That means get money and don't worry about trying to be in his life permanently. Let me tell you something. If you want to marry that man, you got to spend his money up. The more he spends on you, the closer you are to being with him eventually. If he can't afford divorce right now, that's why he's not divorcing. Okay. So some people can't afford to divorce at this moment. So they will stay separated for decades. You know what I mean? They'll just be estranged. So just get his money, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, iHeart Carolyn. I appreciate you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It means get his money. Wonderful. All right. Hope y'all understand that. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm here for y'all's questions now that I've got my little cutesy feminine girly haul out of the way. I hope y'all check out some of the stuff and get you some too. You said you will. Okay. Get his money, girl. Don't listen to his words. Just get his money. All right. Okay. How can you make the grow up switch from teens to 20s? I feel like I am way more childish. Okay. You got to change your entire wardrobe. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to upgrade your hairstyle and get a different wardrobe. That's all. That's all it really takes. Like, I've seen girls that are very young and they like got a serious job to where they had to dress a certain way and they like totally look like an adult after they just changed their entire wardrobe and hairstyle and stuff like that. So you're just gonna have to change it up all the way if you're trying to make a drastic change. You need to go and get more classy, sophisticated clothing versus kid-like clothing. I mean, you could still keep your stuff and wear it on the weekend, but like if you're trying to class it up on a higher level, like professionally, you need to have a more professional wardrobe and hairstyle. Okay. Also, the nails probably need to look a little bit more, classy. Okay, thank you, Ruby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Husband and okay, your husband and you married for under a year, 15-year age gap. He's always provided, but now saying he needs help with groceries and shared bank account. He is threatening divorce. Okay, let him divorce. It's cheaper to keep her, baby. Say, okay, well, divorce. It's going to cost more to hire lawyers and stuff like that, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. They always threaten us up, but then when it come down to it, they can't afford even to do that. So let him threaten it all he wants. What he going to do? Tell him to get a second stream of income, sir. So you ever thought about getting another stream of income? Well, then you should start thinking about it because it's going to cost you a lot to divorce. All right. That's what you need to tell them, maybe. Call his bluff. Once you call their bluff, they can't go nowhere else. They can't do nothing else. They just got to do what they got to do. Okay. Want to tell him to give up something. Like, okay, well, then cut the cable. If y'all have cable, like, cut the cable, cut all the subscriptions, and now you can afford what you need to afford. Okay. Yeah. Whenever they start threatening that, they're trying to get some type of control over you. Just laugh in his face and say, go ahead and try. It's cheaper to buy groceries, though. Just tell him that. Or do the math for him. Get the calculator out. Where's my calculator? And you all know I got prompts. Bust out this calculator and be like, groceries twice a month, 3 times a month, however much y'all shop. Okay, that's like, I don't know how many of y'all in the house, but like, let's just say $300 times 2 is $600 a month. $600 a month times 12 equals $7,200. Okay, that's doable. All right, let's see. Divorce. How much does a divorce attorney cost? How much is, y'all got kids? Child support? You want to get into it? All right, then. Just tell them. Like, well, you can do a divorce if you want. It's cheaper to just buy groceries, though. I already did the math. So you better start clipping some coupons, sir. And tell them to clip coupons and shut up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You. Okay, well, I'm glad y'all figured it out. I'm glad you're gonna figure it out. All right, so I've already done my feminine girly love shack fancy coach and more haul. Just look in all the comments in the description. Look in the description bar, and I listed most of the stuff and where you can find it, and just go through all of it. Have fun scrolling and shopping. Okay. Thank you. And also, ladies, when you look more feminine, girly, and sensual and all that kind of stuff, you can get more out of guys. Like, for example, okay, so I bought this cute little skirt and this cute little cami top. This is actual clothing from Love Shack Fancy, and see how it's like all satin and silky and lacy, and it just reminds you of like lingerie, but it's not. It's actual clothing. You pair it with a cute pair of heels, a little cardigan, or a little jacket. With, you can bring it into fall. And just like, men will literally melt in your presence when you're wearing flirty, feminine, lacy like attire like that. Even like if you're not trying to wear that, even if you just wear a satiny fabric with like that looks soft and supple, they also kind of respond to that. But you can get more done with the skirts and pinks and stuff like that. What should I do if you're close with a family member that's dusty? Reprogram my mindset listening to you, and now I see them for who they are, a dusty. Okay, most people got dusty members of the family. That's understandable. If you're close with them, that's fine. You're not married to them. You're not dating them. You're not paying for them, hopefully. So it doesn't matter. You can be friends with the dusty person. You're just not gonna have them in your, close circle or in a relationship as far as being, in a relationship with a man and a woman or whatever. But if a family member, there's always dusty family members, okay? You don't have to talk to them about being dusty. They already know they're dusty, okay? Sprinkle. Okay. Yeah. Just leave them be. That's the lifestyle they choose. Leave them be, baby. You ain't got to date them. Sprinkle. Okay. It is what it is. You're not going to do anything for them. They're not going to convince you, against what you already thinking right now. So just let them be. Mm-hmm. You said how to stop taking everything men say so emotionally. If it don't come with no money, I'm not taking it seriously anyway. Or emotionally. Like, you can't tell me anything except the amount you're getting ready to deposit in my bank account or give me in my hand that I'm actually going to listen to you with all of my attention. So you have to stop caring, ladies. You are the main character of your life. Your opinion matters most above theirs, okay? Your opinion of yourself. That's why it's very important to know who you are and be a main character in your own life. Because if you don't know who you are and you're not the main character of your own life, you're going to let everybody else and their mama tell you who you are. And then you're going to consider it. And then you're going to take that as, whatever. And you're going to be super emotionally involved in all this crap. And you're not even getting anything out of it. You're going to be looking stupid and dumb, giving all your energy away to somebody that don't probably even like you. So you are the main character of your own life. Your opinion matters most. Everybody else is just giving you their opinion. You can leave it where it was and just keep collecting their money, okay? Sprinkle. Y'all are too nice. Okay? People can come and talk to you all day, tell you bad things all day. It doesn't mean it's true, and it doesn't mean you care. Now does it? It don't mean it's true, and it don't mean you care. If you believe it and you care, that's your fault. You have a choice. Every time someone walks up to you and starts talking to you, you have a choice whether to believe them or to care. And y'all keep taking the choice of caring and believing, and I don't. That's the difference. So make your choice. Everything is a choice, and y'all are choosing the wrong ones. That's why y'all are getting, over emotional over here. You said you wear heels again because of me? Okay, ma'am. Sprinkle, yeah. Y'all, Layla is cooking and smoke alarm went off. I knew I smelled something. So if she don't air it out, I'm gonna have to go. I'm sorry. She knows better. She needs to turn on that little fan. Okay. You said I was scared too, girl. I was like, Layla out there cooking. Sorry, y'all. It scared me too. I was like, what the? Sprinkle. These dusties are tripping. Expect us to come to them and them not pay for our dates. Okay. Well, then don't. Why would you even be dealing with a dusty girl? You said what? So yeah, why would y'all be living with a dusty or dealing with a dusty? Y'all can't be doing that. You said, open the windows. So, yeah, better to be alone than in a dusty relationship. Yes, ma'am. It's less stressful because y'all, so many of y'all have PTSD because of men and dusties. Y'all need to stop all that. Y'all need to get my book, Two Pretty Pay Bills. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all definitely need to pick these up. All right. And all the rest of them. Okay. Y'all get all the rest of the books. Let me see if I can find a link. And they're pink and feminine and girly too. Y'all can like definitely use them to decorate if you have a girly house. Okay. Or use them for decor. And read them at the same time, y'all. Don't forget to read them because like that's where the info is. I'm going to link it right here. Okay. They're on Amazon. All my books are on Amazon. You can definitely click and get them. Thank y'all. Tip for child-free 35 lady that invests but without seeming irresponsible. Yes, I date 55 to 60 and older, but can't use the same strategy as the early 20s. Okay. So men that age are probably not looking for kids anyway. They probably already got kids and grandkids by that time, so that you ain't got to worry about that. They're probably looking more for a companion and a travel partner. So kind of talk about how you love to travel and how you love to do this. And the best way that you're able to do that is investing and, running businesses. Don't tell them you have businesses. The best way to do that for me is investing and stuff like that and keeping my savings account, ample and da da da. So maybe he'll give you some money so that you can travel with him or so that you can do more stuff with him during the daytime instead of having to clock in and work somewhere. Or if you do work, you need to tell him that you want to retire early so you can like have fun and focus on, traveling in life. And maybe he'll, start sponsoring you and fund you and give you some money in your bank account too. So you got to paint a picture of what it would be like to be with you, jet setting, traveling, even if it's just locally on the weekends and da 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 da. So he can start giving you money and savings and stuff like that. So you could be available to him because usually that's what they want when they get to that age. If they've already had kids and those kids are grown, So that's a good age to date, and just paint a picture of what life will be like with you, and they'll most likely invest towards that. Thank you, Haley. You said best marriage advice: have your own life. Okay, that's the best marriage advice I can give anyone. Have your own life, and don't be always stuck up under your husband, because when they met you and when they fell in love with you and when they liked you, you had your own life and they were chasing you. Remember that. And that's how they like it to stay. Because once you get married and you become emotionally dependent, all up under your man and forget about who you are and yourself and your stuff, that's when they get bored. That's when they feel like this is not a challenge anymore. That's when they feel like, okay, this is very, it's getting old, it's getting boring. So you want to keep yourself. That's number one. You want to stay cute. You want to continue doing your thing, having your life, and not always being stuck up under them. And that will always keep them interested. It would always keep them chasing. It would always keep them on their toes as well, because you're not becoming a pygmy over them. Okay. Yeah. Don't smother them. Don't annoy them. Don't act like they're everything to you, because they shouldn't be. Okay. Yeah. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's very important. Don't sweat the small stuff. You can get, if you have money, if he has money, you can hire people to do the stuff that probably annoys you the most, or get it taken care of at least. So a lot of people always say throw money at your problems and don't sweat the small stuff, and keep your own like goals and your own life. That's the best marriage advice I can give you. But early on, 35 plus lady, how do I know they will pay? Because they're going to have money and you're going to look 10 times better than them, and they're going to like you 10 times more. That's how. So choose wisely. Okay. Because you already know they're going to pay because of how you're going to look compared to them. That's how. You got to look extra good compared to them, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You have to be the prize in that relationship for sure. Okay? So you already know. And plus, a lot of the guys that are like in their 60s, they don't want a 20-year-old because it looks too awkward. And the 20-year-old is probably going to just laugh at them and make more fun of them than a 35-year-old. They're not going to understand the same music, the same eras, or nothing, you know. They're not going to know who certain people are. They're not going to get their jokes. So they'd rather have someone slightly, you know, older that will understand some of the stuff than someone way younger would, you know what I mean? So they're definitely going to go for someone like 35 and up so that they don't look awkward or feel awkward around them as much as they would like a 20-something. Okay? Older men definitely like women that are a little bit more mature because it's too awkward when they go too young. Okay? So you're good. Just look good. Play dumb too. They still like it when you play dumb. Not too dumb because your age is not a dumb age, but just dumb. Girl, you're still cooking. Dumb for 35. That's what I'm going to tell y'all. Okay. Dumb for 35. That's it. Just ask a lot of questions. That if you don't like to play dumb, just ask a lot of questions about things you don't know about. And you say, oh, I need to learn more about that. That's another way to play dumb without being too stupid looking, you know. It's like, oh, well, I need to research that a little bit more. Oh, I need to learn about that a little bit more. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, just ask a lot of questions and be very inquisitive. Okay. All right. If y'all missed the haul, it's in the first couple of minutes of the video. So if y'all want it, y'all definitely can get it. I'll put some of the stuff, like a lot of it is clothes, some of it's makeup, accessories. I was going to actually put some of that on, but I have to go somewhere and I don't want to be all extra pink today. And because I don't want that type of attention today. Because wearing pink as a lady will definitely get you a certain type of attention. And sometimes when you're running certain types of errands, you don't want certain types of attention. So you opt to wear other colors. I mean, you can still wear feminine colors, like, you know, and fabrics, but you don't want to go like full on skirt, lace, cami when you're around, you know, certain things in certain environments. So you save that for something else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You notice, always meet people when you're not trying too hard. I know. That's when you always meet them. So always got to look good too. Always look good when you leave your house because you never know. You never know. Like I'm telling y'all, you would never know who you're going to run into, who you're going to meet. So always look good when you leave your house. Don't say, well, I'm not going to run into anybody, because you might. Okay. I'm telling y'all, if I would have not looked certain ways when I was doing certain things, I wouldn't have met certain people. I wouldn't have certain opportunities, et cetera, et cetera. So y'all definitely need to look good when y'all leave y'all's house. Okay. You said 40 is considered young. Okay, yeah, 40 is still young. Yeah, Beyonce just turned 44. Again, there's a lot of people that's like over 40 that still look really good, like me. Right? It's how you take care of yourself. Some people take care of themselves way better. Some people got way more money to look way better. It just depends on all of that. You can look good at any age, y'all. Just keep doing your self-care. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Y'all don't have to argue about a woman's age. Just get y'all's money, baby. Because a man will date you up in, like, there's 80-year-olds out there looking for women. Okay. So 40, probably too young for them, you know. But, oh, you too young for me. You 40. You just trying to get in the will and get on his deed. You don't care at that point. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're like, I don't really care. I'm just trying to get on your deed. A lot of these ladies, like, a lot of ladies are homeowners. A lot of ladies are entrepreneurs. A lot of ladies are getting these houses, through dating older guys, through their own career, through being an entrepreneur, through all those different ways. So property owners, homeowners, Airbnb owners, a lot of them are women. Because now, instead of running behind some man crying, talking about love me, we're like just collecting the money, creating our businesses, getting properties in our name, all this and that. Why? Because that's the focus now. The fairy tale is to own the castle. The fairy tale now is to collect the money from all the suitors, okay? And at the end of the day, when you look back, you're going to be like, dang, well, look at all that I've accomplished. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm so glad I didn't fall for that Dusty over there, still living at his mother's house. That's what you're going to tell yourself once you are thriving. Okay. If you don't, if the person is not trying to impress you in the very beginning of the relationship, they're not going to try at all. Okay. So you don't go on 5 dates to get money. You don't go on 5 dates to get gifts. This man likes you times 10. He's going to be offering you things when you suggest that you need something, or you put a financial obstacle in the path of them seeing you or being seen out in public with you. They're going to solve it if they really, really like you. They're trying to impress you first and foremost in the beginning. If they know you like nice things, if you like luxury, if you need something, that's what they're going to do to impress you. If you're going to go out to eat with them 5 or 6 times, they laugh at their dumb jokes, they think that's enough to impress you. So you got to get it early. Thank you, Brooke. Sprinkle. You got to get them early in the dating phase to get in the habit of giving. Okay. Because if you wait a month, they're going to think you're already impressed with them. You've gone out with them how many times? They don't have to do too much. This is easy, right? But in the very beginning, you got to start mentioning stuff, things you like. You got to come off as high maintenance and all that stuff, because that's what is going to impress you. That's what they got to do. Okay. That's what they got to do. So you have to start off from the very first conversation, letting them know you like luxury, letting them know you like perfume, letting them know you like flowers and gifts, letting them know you love to do this and that, letting them know you need this and that. The more information you give them on how to impress you, that's what they're going to use. They're not going to just do stuff that you don't like or interested in, So you got to start using the power of suggestion and mentioning the stuff that impresses you so they can know what to do. Okay. You said if a girl asks for money on the first date, automatic deal breaker. Okay. Well, honestly, if a man offers money on the first date, then automatically he goes number 1 on the roster. Okay. So a woman who's smart is not going to ask unless they know that they're going to say yes. A woman will just use the power of suggestion, put the idea out there, and if the man offers, she's definitely going to take him up on that offer. If he doesn't, he's going to scroll down on the roster, and the next guy who does take them up on that offer will go to the top. So they're going to get the most attention. That dude on the roster is going to get more attention, and he's probably going to be the highest contender as far as the woman taking him seriously. Okay. So a lot of men just want company to go sit down and eat so they don't have to eat alone. A lot of men want a 50-50 chick. And so the best way to avoid this is to make sure you understand who is generous, who is a provider, and who is not. Okay. The only way that men can literally impress women these days, in this era, in 2025 and beyond, is being a provider. Okay. Is being a provider. Because women can, pretty much handle a lot of things on their own already. And then we have all this technology. So This is why men are now, having to impress women with providing, of course. Okay. Recently lost your, you lost your corporate position. Okay. Living expenses are high. Met a maybe provider. 2 dates, he mentioned that he believes in paying rent for women. He already offered to buy your dress and gifts. He is from somewhere. Okay. Girl, get it, ma'am. Did you collect it yet? Well, please collect it now before he thinks that, you're not going to take him up on that offer. Collect your stuff, man. Congratulations. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And tell him the rent is double what it is. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Whatever your rent is, double it. Okay. So you can have some savings too, or next month's rent. He's from traditional culture and believes a man should pay. How do I get him to cover your rent? Just tell him how much it is and say, thank you so much. You're just getting ready to figure out how I was going to do this. I was crying myself to sleep every night. You're so, you're so on time with this. Here's my Cash App, PayPal, whatever. Put me on direct deposit, whatever. Talk to him right now and get the money. Send links. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Send them links. If you don't know how to pay online, then, tell them, meet you at the ATM, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Meet you at the bank, too. Y'all can get on direct deposit. Bring your laptop. Get it today. Don't wait any longer. He already told you what he wanted to do. Let him do it. Okay? If you sit there and wait like you done, don't be mad. Get it today. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said, where did you find such men? Girl, tell him where you found them at in the comments. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. AB, tell him where you found him at. I don't know. Wherever you found him at. Wonderful. You said closed mouths don't get fed. Exactly. You got to talk. You got to tell people what you need, what you want. They'll come through if they got it and they like you. Okay. You said your daughter's 25. Her provider husband just bought her a beautiful new house. He pays all the bills. Thank you, Shira. Okay. Thank you, Boli Boli. Well, I'm glad for your daughter too, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I love to hear it. Okay. What do you do with a man who's forcing you to text constantly? Okay, put them on automatic text. They got automatic text now, girl. Every time they text, that's so funny. Every time they text, you can have the AI automatically text them back, and you can fill in the blanks, or have stuff that's already pre-written and just click. You don't even have to text them. You just click the button, and it'll automatically text them back. It's hilarious. Okay. When you're bored and don't have anything to do, get your phone. I don't know what kind of phone you got, but I know iPhone does it. When it go to it, like the text, go to the settings and put like automatic text back, or you just have to hit one button when they text you, and you can pre-write stuff. You can have stuff that's already like suggested. And then when you get time and you're ready to text back and you want to do something more personal, then you can text back. But they have all these pre-text things that you can just send as if you're texting back and forth with them. Okay. So just figure out that in your settings on your phone. That way you don't have to really text too much. Just whenever you can get a chance. Because some people are extra needy and emotional, and they want to know what you're doing at all given times because they're a needy person. So just let them need some AI and some automatic text instead. Okay. Thank you, Jessica. You're 22. You plan to start actively searching for a provider when you're around 25. What would you recommend I focus on in the meantime to level up? Do I enhance my physical appearance? Yes. Work on your physical appearance. Work on your, wardrobe skills and all that, manners and all that kind of stuff. And, work on blending in and fitting into like rich sides of towns and, all that kind of stuff. And then by the time you get to a certain age, you'll have everything you need to know to go get what you want to get. Okay. Join stuff on the rich side of town. Do it now. That way it may take you a while to, attract and level up to the point where you want to, but at least you'll be a familiar face. At least people will see you. At least, You know, you can start friendships or relationships now. And so that will turn into something possibly more serious by the time you're 25. And then you can go from there. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But just practice now. You got a millionaire client that you're working with and he's always flirt with you, girl. But I don't, so the relationship is no longer strictly professional. How do I go about this? What? Oh, you don't flirt? Girl, flirt with how much money you need, okay? He's a millionaire. When he flirts, always come back with something financial. All right? Don't flirt back just to flirt back. Always, your flirt back is something financial. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Like if he says, oh, I love your hair. It's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I really need to get it done again. It's so expensive to maintain. Oh, I love your dress today. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I borrowed it from my friend. I hope I don't stain it. You know, it's going to take me a while to be able to afford something this nice. So I borrow from my bestie. You know, well, I'll take you shopping. Well, I'll take you to get your hair done. You got to respond with how to get this money. Okay. Always it's going to be about give me some money in a roundabout, suggestive way. That's how you flirt back. Okay. Like telling them you need to buy you something. Thank you, crazed Diosa. Sprinkle. Don't flirt back regular. Flirt back with suggestive spending. The only thing, you're currently traveling with a girlfriend. Should you wait until after you get back from the trip? Word, I will seem like, girl, get it now. You can get stuff now online because by the time you get back, he gonna forgot about you and offered it some the next chick. Y'all are done for waiting. Sprinkle. Get it now. Get it now. Send him the links. Get it now. Okay, because by the time you get back, somebody else gonna have your money. Sprinkle. Okay. Okay. If you're what? How to not look awkward when freestyling in a restaurant. Okay. You don't look awkward. You just feel awkward because you don't know how to freestyle properly. Okay. You just feel awkward because you're not used to being out by yourself. Look good, smell good, act like you are there to enjoy food in an ambiance or a drink or whatever you're doing at the bar at the restaurant. Okay. You sit at the bar in the restaurant. You don't go sit at no table by yourself like an idiot. You go to the bar part of the restaurant where most people go alone, or if they go as a couple and don't want to wait for a table. You sit there. Most people that are eating alone at a restaurant will definitely sit at the bar. Sit there as if you're here to enjoy ambiance. You're here to enjoy the food and the drink. And you're there for the same reason other people are there. Okay. You don't need to look and feel desperate. You're there to enjoy the atmosphere just as much as the next person. Y'all keep giving out desperate energy. That's why y'all can't get nothing in return when it comes to freestyling and going out. Y'all aren't coming in there as main characters. Y'all are coming in there as awkward. This is the problem. Okay. Learn how to come in there as the main character and enjoy your life. Because if you come in there awkward, desperate, insecure, people are going to definitely sense that from a mile away and they're not going to be bothered with you. Thank you, Crazy Diosa. Thank you for your wisdom, Shira. Oh, thank you too, girl. Sprinkle. I appreciate that. You said go during lunch. Yeah, go during lunch. Well, a lot of people go out to eat lunch alone if you're just awkward, you know. But you have to go in there like the main character, not like some awkward person that's desperate. That's one thing y'all need to work on. The more you go out alone, the less awkward it's going to be. So just keep going. Just keep doing it. You don't have to, you can practice in less fancy places until you feel confident enough to be out alone by yourself. You can go and practice somewhere else if you feel awkward. And then once you're confident enough and you got your main character energy going, then go somewhere nicer. Okay. But just practice. Okay. You said, can you make a video on loneliness? You should never be lonely if you love yourself. Like, honestly, let me tell y'all something. The reason y'all are lonely is because y'all keep looking outside of yourselves if you are a well-rounded individual with a life, goals, and a personality, you would never be lonely. You know what I mean? Every time you go out, people will literally gravitate towards you because of your energy and your ability to attract. You understand me? Get some main character energy and stop feeling sorry for yourself. Be a whole entire person. Get a personality. Get some, get something to be about. Because some of y'all don't, y'all are lonely because you can't stand yourselves, which also means nobody else can stand you either. Okay. I love being by myself. I'm making myself laugh, reading my own books. When somebody interrupts me, I get mad. Like I'm definitely not lonely, but when I am by myself, I don't miss anybody. I'm like, this is hilarious. Have something about yourself that doesn't seek validation or that doesn't seek out other people all the time. You are enough for yourself. Okay. Understand that. Y'all have to do a little bit better. Okay. You should be a party by yourself. And that way, when you get around other people, people sense that and they want what you got. They're like, oh my gosh, why is she so, why is she such a main character? Oh my gosh, So you got to be able to do things alone, be comfortable with yourself for other people to be attracted to you on that level. Okay. Whenever people say, oh, well, there's just something about that person. There's just something about that person. That's what they're talking about. Their ability not to need them or be emotionally tied to somebody all the time. He said, reading my own book. I sure do, girl. I be reading my own books, laughing, watching my own videos, cracking up. Yes, I do. I laugh at myself. Okay. Learn how to be with yourself. Learn how to love yourself. And it's going to take you a long way, I promise you. And once you start to do that, that's what people are attracted to. That's what's going to bring more people in. Okay. You say okay, let me read this, girl. You say you cleaning your house all dolled up and naked, listening to you. Okay, ma'am. Thanks for the visual. Sprinkle. Okay. Well, have fun, ma'am. Sprinkle. You said, do I believe in romance other than money? Yes, because money and romance go hand in hand. You can't afford romance if you ain't got no money. That's for sure. Unless you live in a rose garden with old money. You need money. You got to give them roses. You got to know how to live the luxurious lifestyle. You got to have like servants and stuff, like on Bridgerton and stuff. Like, or are you talking about simple romance? Like, here's a flower. I was thinking about you. Okay, well, these bills was thinking about you too. Okay, there's no romance without finance. It's just not. You can't be romantic when there's bills due. You can't be romantic when there's an unexpected, you can't be romantic when there's an unexpected expense looming. So therefore, there's no romance without finance. Okay. There's just not. If a woman feels 100% safe and secure within her financial life and her material life and her, physical and spiritual life, then she can relax and enjoy the relationship. But think about this. If the man is constantly trying to manipulate her to roll around on the mattress, to go out and do this and do that, and hold hands and all that stuff and be seen in public, but she got stuff that's looming financially, she's not going to be focused on the relationship. All she's going to be worried about is how she's going to get you to pay for this stuff, how the next man that comes up to her, hopefully he offers to pay for his stuff. And, you're just a waste of time and free food. And you're going under the contact name free food because you're not offering them anything. And you're only coming into my life to waste my time. But it's a good thing that this food is good. Women are constantly having to do so much more than men. Everything, our lifestyle costs way more than men stuff cost. Okay. Especially, yeah. So y'all got to understand that if we're not financially satisfied and happy in the relationship with you, we're not even trying to think about you. Like, we're not even on that level yet emotionally until we are comfortable enough to feel secure and safe within your presence financially as well. It's just not going to happen to certain types of women. Now, there are certain types of women that are very clingy, very emotionally attached to someone who doesn't do anything for them. And they wind up getting into even more trouble financially from dealing with dust. So when a woman is in your presence, if you're a man, you definitely need to make sure you're securing them financially, or just leave them alone. Okay? Just leave them alone, because you never know. A rich man might be around the corner watching her and wanting to approach after you can't reach the standards. Okay? Now, this is the truth, ladies. Y'all might be entertaining a dusty, but a wealthy man might be watching you from across the bar. And when you dismiss that dust because he can't do nothing for you, and you dismiss the next dusty or the next man that's wasting your time, that man is like, okay, well, she has high standards, obviously. Let me go on over and see what she's about. Then he'll offer to buy you a drink. Then he'll have some money for you in the long run, because he sees that you don't entertain dust. You don't entertain anything less than what you deserve, and your standards are high. So don't entertain one person in the presence of someone who could definitely provide for you. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Because some guys just be watching you, and they're like, you know what, I'm going to go over there in about 20 minutes. You got some dudes approaching you, and if you're going to entertain or lower your standards for them, the guy might not even approach you. You got to hurry up and get rid of whoever is not what you trying to find, and leave space and room for the other ones to approach. Okay. And the guy with the highest confidence in the room, after seeing you reject whoever, they're going to walk up anyway, because that's how confident they are, and they got the wallet to back it up. Drinks are pricey in fancy restaurants. Order water. Order an iced tea. At least it'll look like you're drinking something. It can't be that expensive. And then, men will offer to buy you drinks once they walk up to you. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can afford an iced tea, darling. You said he's super rich and smart. How do I rephrase that you need the stuff? Suggest stuff to him. Don't act like you need it. Just suggest it. Tell him what he should be doing. Like, you know what? You should do this. You should do that. So let's just say, for example, I don't know what you're trying to ask for, but whatever it is, you should be like, oh, you should just do that for me and make my life so much easier. Then I can concentrate on us and having fun, You should already assume that he can and he will if you just ask. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's right. Just suggest it and act like you think he's gonna do it already. Don't even say anything negative. Just tell him what he's gonna do. They don't like when you tell them what to do. That's because you don't know how to do it. Look, if a man's coming up to you and talking to you and all this kind of stuff, and he's saying, oh, I want to take you somewhere. I want to go do something. Let's go out of town. Like, you know what? That sounds so good. I can't wait. It's going to be so awesome, us going out of town together. Oh my gosh. So, and I definitely want to go out of town with you. So this is what you got to do. If you want me to go out of town, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do that. And then I'm all yours. Paint the picture, set it up, and let them knock it down. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. Mm-hmm. That's how you tell them. And if they want you, they're gonna do what it takes. That's it. They know you're confident enough to suggest that. And if you're worthy enough and you look good enough, they know they're gonna give it to you. That's it. If they're trying to play you and they're going to dispose of you quickly, they're not going to want to do anything or invest in you at all. So that's the way you won't waste your time, by seeing what they're going to do. Okay. Mm-hmm. What happened if you don't drink alcohol? They have mocktails. That means it's drinks that look like alcohol, but it's not. Just ask them for a mocktail. Okay. Can I ask for rent money while traveling? Yes. You can definitely ask for what he already told you he was going to do. Sprinkle, sprinkle, and send him the links to send you the money. Well, he says, "Oh, how does he know you're traveling? Well, how's the traveling going? Not so well. I can't spend any money because my rent's due. So sad. I shouldn't even come. Well, how much money do you need? There you go. Okay. Learn how to lie and learn how to get what you need. Stop being so, you don't look, you're basically jobless, right? Just ask for what he already offered you. He already offered it to you. Just collect it. Collect it while you're out of town. Collect it. Okay. If you can't do that, you're on the wrong channel. All right. Closed mouths don't get fed. And if you wait too long, somebody else going to have your rent money. Somebody else going to have it in their account. Okay. Get what he offered you as fast as you can, because the offer is not going to stay on the table the longer you're gone. Okay. Y'all need to learn what I'm telling y'all. Y'all, you're going to come back and he's going to forget what he said. He's going to start ghosting you. Get it down. And since you're out of town, you can say, you know what, it can be like an emergency and he could like come through and help you. And when you get back, you know what? Y'all are going to be closer because he rescued you. Just make up the right kind of line, or just tell him, I'm going to take you up on that offer. Here's my links. Please send. Thank you. You're a lifesaver. That's all you got to do. Okay. He already offered it to you. Just get it, collect it. I'm collecting it, the same sentence. Okay, here you go, Lee. As soon as he finished talking, his phone will go cling, ding, ding, because I'm sending the link right away, right after he speaks. It's getting sent right then and there. All right? I don't play. Y'all waiting too long. A man fixes his mouth and say, oh, you know what? I'll pay for this and I'll pay for that. And guess what? He's getting a message right then and there before he even takes his next breath. It's going to be in his phone. The link for him to do what he just told me he's going to do. And I'm going to be sitting there waiting, looking at him. Blinking my eyes. All right? That's how you get your money, ma'am. You don't wait. You don't dilly-dally around. You collect as soon as they speak. Okay? And if they don't prove themselves right then and there, they probably weren't going to do it anyway. And the situation is going to get very awkward. And they're still trying to impress you. They either going to do it or they're going to dismiss themselves. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When did I first decide that I wanted high standard? When I was 17 years old, baby. I didn't want to live no broke, dusty life. It starts when you're young. You got to make decisions when you're young to not go on a dusty path, darling. You know the type of life you want. That's why it's important to get your children around nice areas. That's why it's important to show your kids, your teenagers, that there's more to life than, the average or, below average. You need to put them in the environments so that they can't go backwards. Think about this. You put someone in an environment that they get used to, or, maybe even every once in a while, if you're not super, able to afford it, they're going to want it. They're going to see what it takes to get on that path. They're going to at least understand that they can have it and that they want it. They're not going to just go on the path that's closest to them, where the dust is. They're going to say, okay, Well, I had a taste of this life, and that's what I want. So I have to steer clear of this because it doesn't lead to that. So you gotta take them places. You gotta put them in certain environments. You gotta show them the good life, because they're not gonna want the ratchet life and the broke life after they've had a taste of the good life. They're just not gonna want it. Okay. So you need to put the taste so that people can have higher standards when they're younger. Okay. One thing that I did, I made like, you know how people make vision boards? Well, I have a journal, and I make, manifestation journal where you could cut out pictures like you do on a vision board, glue it in there, where you want to go, what you want to do, how you want to dress, where you want to live. You can do that with your kids when they're young, and then start putting things in there and actually checking off some of the stuff on the list by doing some of the things that are on the list, so they can see that it's possible, so they can aim higher and want more out of life than what they see around them all the time. It's just going to help them. Okay. It also helps if you hang around people that are already where you want to be. So that's it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, am I content with being single? I've been married for 20 years, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. People always assume I'm single. They don't even ask. They just assume. I guess I look so young and vibrant and beautiful. No, ma'am. I've been married since 2026. I'm so sorry to disappoint you. Okay. All right. So I don't understand why people just assume that I'm single. It's funny. But you know what? Thank you for the question. How to quickly get rid of Dusty while freestyling? Ask him to buy you something. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ask him to buy you something. So you got the bill? You got the check? It's on him. He's going to run away real quick. You said, you believe I have some trolls? Girl, there's always trolls in the comments. You don't care. You said since 2026? I mean 2006, girl. Up until 2000. Yeah. I met them in 2001. Got married in 2006. There you go. I be mixing up the dates, girl. Yeah, it ain't even 2026 yet, unless y'all are watching in the future. It's only 2025. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I meant 2006. Excuse me. My bad. That's when we got married. And that's how long I've been married since then. Okay. You met a 77-year-old 2 months ago. We lunch now every 2 weeks at Michelin restaurants. He has spent $7,000 so far with 0 contact. Thank you for your advice. Okay, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm glad you get your Michelin star food, ma'am. You said you're sorry you're new. That's okay, girl. You didn't know no better. Okay. You don't know no better. That's fine. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, well, I'm glad you got you an old man to chew food across the table from and get money spent on you with. All right. People are asking how you met this old man. Y'all tell them in the comments. Okay. If you want to share, you don't have to, but it's your option. Help the other ladies out. You subscribed yesterday. Thank you, Janella. I appreciate you. Thanks for subscribing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Let me just. There we go. You're curious as well? Okay. Yeah, y'all tell them in the comments, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It is truly possible. Okay, look, okay, even though I'm married and I've been married for a long time, even when I go out, I still get approached. You know what I mean? So it is easy. Like, I still get approached by wealthy guys when I go out and do stuff. I promise y'all. And maybe it's because I be wearing these pheromones stuff. Okay, liquid finesse will definitely make men more interested and talkative towards you out in public, especially if you are attractive, or if they're just very close in the like let's say y'all are in a waiting room or in close proximity, or he walks close by, they'll be like more in tune to talk and chat you up when you're wearing like pheromones. Okay, I'm gonna link the SheraSeven pheromone kit with the coupon code Shera, so y'all can definitely get you one. This is what it comes with. And a lot of people are talking about how they're kind of hard to open. There's instructions on the website on how to get them open, and like it's very easy. I just like, this is how I do it. I don't know how y'all do it. I just like wiggle it to the side, back and forth. It's so it doesn't spill out in your purse or in the packaging. So it has to be super sealed. So, ooh, which one did I put on? I hope I didn't. Okay. Ooh, I thought I put on that essence of ecstasy. I was going to say, no, I can't do that today. So I put on the Press Him, which Press Him makes them feel like they're falling in love with you. And it gives off the same, pheromones as when you're ovulating. So you can have that with you all the time instead of just a couple of days a week. And then the liquid finesse just makes them very like easy to persuade, want to do stuff for you, more talkative around you. That one also works on everybody, but definitely guys. Thank you. Advice. You're 22. You just started your lip filler biz with provider, boyfriend's money. He's 33, too young and not rich. I don't know. Want to build a man. Been together 2 years. You have. I want to marry rich. Okay, so get your business going, ma'am. He's just your investor. He's your starter. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He's your place-holding starter man, okay? Why do all women think that just because a man does something nice for them, that's their husband, okay? Men don't go around thinking just because a woman does something nice for him, that's his wife, okay? That's your little investor. He gave you some startup money. He's not your husband, baby. You don't want him. He ain't got enough money for you. He gave you a little something to bide your time to be with him for now. But at the end of the day, once you become successful, once you get your money up, then you can go start, dating who you want to date, because that's what these guys do. All right. They level up when they get their money up. So he's your starter dude. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Everyone should have a starter dude. That might not be your husband. It might be. If he gets his money up, maybe. But everyone should have a little starter dude. Y'all don't have to marry everybody who do something nice for you. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said he's the starter. Yeah. Everybody got a little starter. Okay. Thank you, Brooke. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What would you do if you want a provider, but he doesn't want to be used again, so he's not spending? Okay. Get you another man. Okay. That man told you he ain't finna provide for you. There's nothing left to talk about. Nothing left to talk about with that man. He already told you he ain't providing. So next. Next. If he considers being with you as being used, then he doesn't want a woman. He wants an object. Okay. So if being with someone and not being a provider for them, what's the point of him even having money? How is he supposed to impress you? You know what I mean? So on to the next. He can't impress you. He's zero impressive at this point. If he can't provide, there's nothing he can do for you, right? Ain't nothing he can do for you unless he's a provider. Isn't that right? So next. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's like, you know what? I'm glad you told me this sooner rather than later. So, we can still be friends. Friends on him and be out. You also have a 65-year-old and $1,000 a week in automatic deposit. So 77-year-old is your second. Girl, listen to what she advises and stop messing with these dusties. I know that's right, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, thank you so much. And good luck with your little roster. Seem like you getting paid, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I know that's right. Make it work. Hope you're stacking that money too and doing something good with it. Okay. Invest back into yourself, save it, invest it, do something, girl. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me see what you're saying over here. Your husband is paying for everything but stingy, and we like roommates don't talk too much. Affection only when he touches me when he wants affection. Okay, well then don't be available. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't be available unless he's not stingy. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Put a financial obstacle in his way. Okay. This is what, even when you're married, when he's trying to get some, you put the financial obstacle in his path for him to remove to get anything. Okay. That's it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if he's touching on you, talking about, hey, roll over, I want to roll on the mattress. Like, you know what? I really need some new A, B, C, and D. Or I really want to do this. I really want to go shopping. He'll try to do it after. Nuh-uh. Bust out your phone right then and there. Ooh. Here you go. I already have it in the cart. Or you can just give me your credit card number. Because if that's how he's treating you, and you can't get nothing out of him, he's being stingy, and he only want to deal with you when he want to roll around the mattress with you, that's when you get your money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? Because he's not doing right, so you don't do right. When he want to roll around, tell him, okay, tell him, oh, here's the cart you can buy. Cash App request, cart you can buy. Here you go. He doesn't have to think it's transactional. He just mention it. It's like, you know what, this dress is really cute. I really want this. It's only this much money. Or, you know what, I really want to go shopping and buy some new this and that. And, you know, you need to put some money in my account. He either got to do it or he got to go take care of himself. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't be rolling around with him until you're happy financially, okay? Y'all are married. You got to pull rank as the wife. You said, what if he's making you wait until Christmas? Well, then go find somebody that's not going to make you wait at all. Okay. Wait, making you wait for Christmas for what? So here's my thing. If your man can't afford certain things, because I'm sorry. If your man is not able to afford certain things, he's got to save up and budget and all this kind of stuff, and you working with him being on that budget, that's what you chose, right? But if you know he has it, if you know it's no problem, then you shouldn't have to wait till Christmas to get certain things. You know what I mean? But if he ain't got it and he's got to save and scrimp and save and budget, then why are you so demanding with the man that doesn't have the bank account to match your demands? Okay. Sometimes y'all really need to understand, if the man's bank account don't match your standards, you got to change the man or get another one. Okay. You have to change the man or get an extra one. Y'all be asking guys for stuff they don't even have. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You met a guy last week. He bought me an outfit. Car broke on the way to dinner. Okay. You told him you need to feel secure, provided for, or bought me groceries. He's asking me to dinner tonight. How can I test him? I don't know. If you're, tell him how much it's going to cost to fix your car, even if it's a lie. See what he can do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him how much it's going to cost to fix your car and see if he offers to help you out. Then start looking sad. And as soon as he offers to help you out, pull out your phone. Like, oh, really? Thank you so much. I really needed your help and I didn't know how to ask. And, you know, you're so sweet. It's really good to be dating a provider. Finally, I was so stressed. You don't understand. I'm so relieved right now. Okay. I'm going to send you the link. You can go ahead and take care of it. That's just going to calm me down and we can enjoy the rest of this date. Right. That's how you test him. Get the money right then and there. As soon as he says he's going to do it, get it. Don't wait till after. Don't wait till the next day, because otherwise, you know, it ain't going to happen. Get it now. Get it right now. And don't be able to focus on nothing else until it's done. The date is going to be awkward until it's done. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Make sure you got the Wi-Fi password before you go up in there so you have no trouble connecting. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wow. Yeah, wow. If you offering to help, you might as well get it done right away. You said provider men are top tier. That's right, Barbara. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're 47 and crushing on an older man at church. Okay, he has your phone number in directory, and he did approach and get my info. Okay, that was in spring. How do I make it clear? I am very interested, please. Just keep smiling at him. Mm-hmm. Make eye contact next time. Like, do this 3 times in a row. Keep making eye contact and smiling at him. He gonna know what to do. Okay, and get you somebody. Take these into church. I know this is not right, but it's gonna help you, man. Put this on Sunday morning, okay? Walk past them, make some eye contact. Okay, you're gonna be calling you soon, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all get some of this, take it to the church. Okay. There's the link. Use my code Shera, all caps, and save you some money. Say, yes, girl, they work. Get this. Okay, yes, ma'am, Exotic Angel. Get these. Put them on Sunday. Put your best Sunday dress on. Get your little heels. Put this on. Go walk by that man and smile and look in his eyes. It's gonna be on and popping. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You said it's gonna be a miracle in that church. You said it's 100% right to wear the pheromones to church. The Lord alone made a man provider. And I said, it said it in Genesis, sprinkle, sprinkle. I know that's right, ma'am. Okay, thank you. Can you use the pheromones with perfume? Yes, they do not have a distinct smell. They're more like fresh and clean smelling. So you can definitely pair them with any perfume. Like, you know, yeah, yes, you can, darling. Okay. Yours should be coming in the mail. Okay. Thank you for getting them. They're going to work. You got to test them out. Test them out, girl. Wear them everywhere and see what happens. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't mix it in. Wear it separately. Like, put it on your pulse points right before you go to wherever you're trying to go. You can put your perfume on first or after. It don't matter. But put this on your pulse points. They even have, they have different stuff you can also purchase along with this as well. But do it separately. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm gonna link it here again. Y'all can go click on it. Use my code Shera to save money. Okay. All right. And this is good for beginners who don't want to spend a lot of money and they just want to test it out. Y'all, sprinkle, sprinkle edition. You're going to get Press Him, Liquid Finesse, and Essence of Ecstasy. These are definitely going to get them walking and talking to you, walking over to you and talking to you, okay? If y'all really like that, y'all say, I need some more, but I need a bigger bottle. They have bigger bottles that you can also get, okay? You can also use my code on the bigger bottles as well. This one is good. They also have candles. Okay, you want to lure someone into your lair. The liquid finesse candle, like, you're going to make them more talkative. They're going to make them more attracted to you. This one smells really good. And then you have the habitude provocateur that also smells like floral and sandalwood. That's also going to make them turned on. So you got the candles, you got the pheromones, you got the ambiance going. What more you got to do? Just look good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And then if you really like press him, because it's working, you get the big mama. That's what I call her, big mom. Big mama. This is for the big mama. This is a huge concentrated elixir of press him pheromones. Okay. And this is where you get your man's credit card and charge it to there, because he's so in love with you and you just need more to keep him that way. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. This is big mama. This is when you got to bust out his credit card, or yours if you're balling. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They got candles now. Yes, y'all could use my code to buy everything up in there. These candles smell good too. Like, this is what I would do with a candle. Okay. Let's give a scenario. So this is the liquid finesse candle. So this is what I would do when you want a new car. Your man's at home. It's Friday night, Thursday night, whatever night it is. Light the candle. Snuggle up next to him. Have this candle going. Have your press him on, your liquid finesse. Be smelling all good, cuddled up. Then you ask him, you know what? We should go look at new cars. I need a new car. What do you think? This candle, all the pheromones you got on, he ain't going to be able to say no to you. Or it's going to be very hard for him to say no. Okay? You can also get him to go shopping online if you don't need the new car. You just pull up your laptop or your phone with all the stuff and the links and the carts already. Light this candle up, put the pheromones on, and go shopping online with your man's credit card with his approval right then and there. Because it's going to be hard to tell you no. You got this liquid finesse candle going. You got the press him on and the liquid finesse pheromones on. And you looking good. Spritz on your favorite perfume with it too. You're going to be like, anything you want, get it. I don't care. Yeah, yes, yes. You want it? You got it. Okay, so this is a good way to finesse some shopping out of him. If you're some lady asked me, they say your husband was stingy and he don't want to give you no money and he only tap on you when he want to roll around. You need to get these candles now. Light up around the house when you ask him for something. Let it burn for a little while so you can get all up in the atmosphere. And let this burn a little while. Then ask him for what you want. Okay. Put on the liquid finesse and the press him. He's gonna feel like he's in love with you again. He's gonna be like eager. And then that's when you hit him with the question. Okay, well, this is what I want. Can you Then you get your stuff, man. Okay. So y'all need to go and order this today. It ships worldwide. Worldwide. Get all the stuff. Use my code Shera and save you some money. It's gonna ship over to you, and then you start using it and see what happens. Okay. They just think it looks like a regular candle. They ain't gonna know what it is, baby. Look, I'm gonna show you. They ain't even gonna be able to clock it. It's just a white candle. There's a sticker at the bottom. You can peel that right off. Okay. Just peel it off. Get you a black marker. Do something. You can peel it right off. He ain't gonna know. He gonna think it's just some scented candle. It's not gonna know. Okay. Unclockable. But the pheromone is going to be released in the air. Okay. So he can't clock that. This one also can't clock it. And it smells just like a scented candle. He's never going to know. And these pheromones, they don't smell like there's not a certain scent. They just smell fresh and clean. And you compare it with your favorite perfume, and he's never going to know. Okay. It just says sprinkle, sprinkle. You can hide these and say you got these samples from Sephora or whatever, you know. Not to be giving you little free perfume samples everywhere. Just that, there's some free perfume samples. Okay. Okay. Get you some Heaux Cosmetics Pheromones. Use my code Shera. It ships worldwide. All right. Get your man to be less stingy. All right. You said any dressing advice? Yes. Wear something silky and satiny that reminds him of lingerie and rolling around in the boudoir. The boudoir. You see, this is a skirt. I hauled this earlier. It's from Love Shack Fancy. It reminds them of, like, you know, lingerie, soft satin, silky, lacy, and this is the top that goes with it. You can pair it with a cute cardigan and some little heels or flats. Put your liquid finesse on. You press him like that candle up. Ask him for whatever you want, darling. Put some little perfume on. Put your little lip gloss on. Make sure your lips are juicy and plump. Make sure you smell good. Thank you, Gail. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks to your advice, I leveled up my house, job, and about to find my wife. You are appreciated. Uh-oh, Gail Moniful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Well, I'm so happy that you are leveled up. Thank you for the very generous donation. I appreciate you. And the best of luck to you, and I am so glad. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. A married man just asked, what am I looking for? How should I respond? Provider. Provider. That's how you need to respond, baby. He's married. He already know the deal. What are you looking for? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. What I'm looking for is very rare, and it's very hard to find, and I think you might just be him. Like, well, what is it? Provider. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Either he's going to say, oh, I can't do that, then disappear. Or he can, like, well, I can do something about that. I can help you. Bust out your phone right then and there. That's so nice. Well, start off small. If y'all are just talking, just starting to talk, start off small, asking, well, I love flowers and I love perfumes. Like, start off with little gifts. Then start talking about other stuff later on down the line. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be straight up from the beginning, because men will waste your time if you let them think that, you know, all you want is some company because you don't like being alone. You know what I mean? You need a provider, not just no free company. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said Love Shack Fancy did a fall fashion show for last week. Oh, okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, I did a little Love Shack Fancy haul in the beginning of the video. I got a bunch of stuff. I ordered a bunch of stuff online, and I got some promo from, also some promo as well. Sorry, y'all. With the Lawless Love Shack Fancy collab. They sent me these. Very nice. Love it. Love it. So I'm definitely going to be giving these to my daughters. My babies. Okay. So depends on where you're going, what time of day it is, or what you should wear. So where are you going, what time of day it's going to be, and where is it at? Everything is very specific. Okay. You said what to wear to a yacht show? White, navy, sunglasses if it's during the daytime. Yes. You said feminine dresses, skirts, something white, navy, or like light blue, something like nautical. I don't know if you want to be wearing, I don't know if you're tall or short, if you like heels or flats, I don't know, or something appropriate. In certain colors. You want to kind of do some navy or some white or some light blue. Okay. Someone says navy trousers and a satin blouse would be cute. Okay. Or if you like skirts or dresses, you can do like a long maxi dress in navy with like a white clutch, or vice versa. You could do like a white or a navy and with a, I don't know what it is. What is it? Just do something in those colors that's feminine. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, you said what? How to dress to compliment being petite. I have no idea because I am the furthest thing from petite that there is. I'm very tall. I don't know. Any petite ladies out there that know how to dress well, please comment in the comments and help with some tips and stuff like that, because I have no idea. I am very tall. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Y'all help each other out. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Okay, so for those of y'all who missed the haul and y'all are just tuning in, you know, I just hauled a bunch of like feminine girly outfits, makeup, perfumes, lip glosses, etc., etc. We also saw some of it like lately I've been really into the Charlotte Tilbury makeup line. I've been using them for a while because how pretty the colors go on your skin tone, like all skin tones. Just very natural, soft glam type colors and stuff. Glowy, you know, very flesh toned and pinks and all this kind of stuff. So that's what you're going to get with the Charlotte Tilbury, and it's also very glowy. So you're definitely going to get a lot of, you know, your girly girl feminine flesh tone colors that are all going to just blend together and go together nicely. No guesswork and doing your makeup, whether this matches this or not, because it all kind of goes together. So I do have like my beauty Amazon suggested list in my description bar at the top. Y'all can click on it and see some of the products that are there. Some of them are there, as well as other links. So you don't have to do any guesswork. It all blends together. It goes nicely together and perfectly together. So I've been using a lot of that as well. Okay, so and on my cheeks, y'all have been loving my blush lately, and I mentioned this earlier. It's Chanel Rouge Noir. I think that's the name of it. Rouge Noir. I think. I think that's the name of this. Better be. Hold on, let me get my magnifying glass because it's very small. Yeah, it's actually called Camellia. Red Camellia. Red Camellia. My bad. I've been telling y'all the wrong name. It's Red Camellia. Like the camellia flower. So that's what this color is called. Sorry. And I just use a little sponge or a brush and just pat it on like right there. And then I put powder over it because, you know, it's a cream blush and it's buildable. You can also use it on your lips, your eyeshadow. You can use it for, it's like for everything on your face. And then you just get a little powder. My Girard Cosmetics powder that I'm using, like a pink powder. Put some in there, swirl your brush in there, tap, 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 and then just kind of like that. And there you have it. I like this. My favorite powder. Okay, so the eyeliner is not really eyeliner. It's more of a shadow stick, a black shadow stick. The Maybelline Color Tattoo in black. And then I have the L'Oreal Lee Shadow Stick. And this is like, I don't even know this color. Hold on, let me see what the color's name is. Starry Boudoir. No, Starry Bordeaux. Sorry. Starry Bordeaux. So it's like, it's also like a little shimmery and it's cooling. It feels cool to the skin. And so I just, you know, I took this and did a little, and then did the black one. Well, that's what I have on my eyes. And then just mascara. I don't have any lashes on. Okay. And then also some of y'all have been loving my eyebrows lately. And this is also linked in the Amazon beauty items I suggest list. If y'all click on it in the description bar. Let me see if I can find it. Here, no. Here it is. It's this. Ooh. Where's the top? It's dual-sided. Hold on, y'all gotta find this top before I go on. But it's a dual-sided pin eyebrow. Let me find it out because I don't want it to run out. Here it is. Okay. So this one is a 3-prong. Oh no. Gotta shake it. So this side is like one little. I'm gonna show you how it works. You could just draw each individual hair on like this with this little fine tip, like so. So you just draw it in, but first you just do like, you get a black or a brown regular eyebrow pencil. You just fill in your brows and then you go over it with the hair-like tip like that. And then you brush it with the spoolie and then it just gives you this. Okay. That's what I've been doing lately. Thank you. Okay, let me put all this stuff back because I'm just taking everything out of here. Anyway, let me put all this stuff back so I don't lose it. So yeah, that's what I've been wearing on my face lately, if y'all are curious. Okay. Yay. What are y'all talking about? You know, someone reached out to me and it's never really my place to do this and that. But someone actually reached out to me asking me to speak for women that have no rights in certain countries or whatever. And what I say is, I said this yesterday, but it's hard to help people that still believe in the patriarchy, you know? So in order for things to change in different areas with women, they have to start believing in themselves as powerful beings, as goddesses, and they have to put down the masculine patriarchy religion, and they have to pick up a goddess archetype to empower them so they can know who they are. And that's going to start a whole movement. You know what I mean? So that's very hard to do with indoctrination and, you know, forced religion. So it's going to have to literally be up to them as individual women or as groups of women to put down the patriarchy and empower themselves with learning about different female archetypes, goddesses, or just women in general that are powerful. Okay. And that's where it starts. Because if you're force-fed patriarchy, it's not going to help at all. You have to relearn your power, and you can't be praying to a male patriarchal religion at all if you want to free yourselves as women. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yep, you got to switch it up. You got to become the goddess. Tap into your divine feminine energy. Understand who you are, where life comes from, how people got here in the first place, And you got to give up the patriarchal religion and the fear behind it. You got to start acting like you know who you are. And that's where it literally starts. Everything else will fall in place. It may take some time, but that's where you start. You know, when people invade lands, when people want to change people quickly and make them obey, they force religion on them. Okay? When you free yourself from that type of thinking. And that's what it's going to take. If y'all are bowing down worshiping a patriarchal god, you got to switch it up and start tapping into the divine feminine energy and the goddess energy. Okay? That's what it's going to take. That's it. Some of the oldest goddesses are from the Middle East. Think about it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You got to go back to the old days, baby, when y'all was free. That's where you go. Take it back. Rewind, baby. Rewind. Go research your true history. That's it. That's how you're going to free yourself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said research your true history. That's right. You got to research your true history. Original goddesses. Yes. Go there. Do the research, baby. Once you know who you are, everything will fall in line. Okay? Just understand. I mean, that's the best I could tell y'all. Start studying your true history, your ancient goddesses, who they are, the archetype of who they are, what they stood for. Develop some of the characteristics of those goddesses. Tap into your divine feminine energy. Know thyself. And let me tell y'all what's going to happen when you do that. You're going to see all the brainwashing, all the patriarchal stuff in the religion that kept you from your true power as a woman. Okay. You're going to see all the things that were implemented and made for you to fear. That's actually where you need to tap into your powers at. Okay. So you're going to start to see where your power is once you start learning about the divine feminine energy, ancient goddesses, the archetypes, and all that kind of stuff. You're going to see where it's being contradicted and shunned and brushed under the rug because it's so powerful. You're going to start to see that when it comes to patriarchal religion. And then you're going to throw it all away and you're going to be like, they tried. And then you're going to be free. Okay. So just start there. That's all I can tell you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. People literally have to free themselves by remembering who they are and taking back their power. That's all. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If you want to be free, change it. You got to make that change. Like Michael Jackson said, if you want to make the world a better place, you need to take a look at yourself and make that change today. All right. It starts with you. You got to change it. You got to change how you think and everything. Now, what a lot of people won't do, you don't have to tell nobody what you're doing. It's all going to be inside inner work, mental work. Okay. You're going to know who you are. You're not going to be giving your energy away to a patriarchal society or a patriarchal religion anymore. You're not going to be using your breath or your words towards someone or something that is oppressing you. You're going to be using it towards someone who is, or something, or your own mind to bring you ideas, ways to do certain things. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said dating app ads try to make women settle for dusties. I'm sorry. That's why you don't need to be on no dating apps. That's terrible. I could not imagine. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said support artists who are alive. If it wasn't for MJ, half these artists wouldn't even be where they are. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Music artists, anyway. Mm-hmm. So, ladies, yeah, start looking towards the divine feminine if you want to free yourself. What is this? Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, yeah, speaking of feminine girly hauls, that's right. Now you need to have that within as well. I'm not. I see them on YouTube. I see through them. Okay, girl. Thank you for clearing that up. Yeah, y'all don't want to be part of the dusty era. So avoid those dusty ads and websites. Mm-hmm. You said the goddesses are all white. Girl, you learn your history, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They don't even let y'all read about goddesses over there. Girl, goddesses come in every color, every culture. Even animals. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. See, y'all need to start learning y'all's history. History. Yeah. That's more on my other channel though. But yeah, definitely do your research, baby. Do your research. Do your research. Okay. The comments are helping you, so might as well read them. You said, have I ever had a health scare? Yeah, I'm allergic to hair dye. That's about it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I wasn't allergic to it for a long, long time. And I think I developed an allergy to it later on in life. So yeah. Certain hair dyes, not all of them. Like there's some I could still use, but just certain. That's about it. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said allergic to dust. Yeah, I'm pretty healthy. I'm very healthy. I kind of watch what I eat. I drink a lot of water. I take my supplements and vitamins, and I try to get sunlight and a little exercise. Eat right. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I don't really eat meat, so I'm pretty good. Mm-hmm. I don't know, Heather. Probably another 3 weeks now. Every time y'all ask me, I push it back further and further. Y'all ask me about my other channel, I push it back further and further every time I'm asked. If y'all just stop asking, y'all might be surprised. I might go on there much more often. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Because, y'all be, I don't like to just go on there because y'all want me to go on there. I'll go on there when I feel like it. Okay. You said Heather wasn't here yesterday, girl. Yeah, I already talked about that. Don't ask me when I'm going on the other channel. Just wait till I get there. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I do it when I feel like it, baby. It's okay. We're you said they said they're building the third temple, which signifies the end of the world. Girl, they've been saying the world finna end when it started. Girl, without y'all. They always saying the world gonna end, girl. When? Never. Okay. Always trying to keep y'all on y'all toes. Okay. The same techniques that they use by putting fear into y'all, that's the techniques y'all need to be using on y'all's man to make them fear losing you. So they have to keep giving you money. So they have to keep catering to you. So they got to keep doing all this stuff. The same stuff y'all see on the news every day. Pay attention, learn from it, and use the same fear factors when it comes to dealing with these men and keep them chasing and scared. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how you do it, ma'am. You go ask some old person with, was it the end of the world when you was young too? Mm-hmm. Every day. Okay. They've been doing that since the beginning of time, girl. Just get the money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just get the money, y'all. Focus on the money. It's a distraction. Learn the techniques to use on your man to strike fear into him if it's the end of something so he can keep spending. All right. Okay. You said fearmonger these men. I know that's right. Okay. Girl, y'all keep waiting and y'all gonna keep waiting. Y'all grow old waiting, just like all the old people that's old now been told the same thing when they was young. Just get the money. Focus on your goals in life and stop being distracted. That's just the truth. Okay. All right. The end of the world every 10 years, girl, yeah. It's always the end of something. And the beginning of the next thing. Okay. Are y'all arguing in the comments about clothes? Girl. Some people are just doing too much, I promise you. Okay. Do what y'all want, baby. People be doing too much. Okay. You said everything is unethical these days. Just get in where you fit in. Wonderful. That's the best. Like when you get to my age, and some of y'all that are my age or older, y'all understand. A lot of young people focus too much on stuff that they can't do nothing about, can't change, ain't got the money to change. They just want to be talking about something to be talking about something. Just get y'all's money and stop being distracted so much. All right. Learn the hard way. Uh-oh, you have a feeling that your 39-year-old sugar daddy is sleeping with your coworker. I don't know though. What can I do or say? Also, where was yesterday's wig from? Girl. Yesterday's wig was from online when I ordered it. Where I ordered it from. I might do a wig video on that. Or I'll link it. It might be linked in the beauty items I suggest on Amazon. It might be linked there. If not, I'll link it the next time I wear it, probably tomorrow. Okay, but the best thing you can do to find out if your coworker or your sugar daddy is sleeping together is to ask him and watch his eyes. Okay, he'll give it away by his eyes. I mean, if you don't want to ask him, just mention her name and see what he does. Okay. If his eyes shift to the left, he's like hiding something or it feels like, he doesn't want to disclose what's happening. If his body language starts to shift, it's an indication that he's hiding something. Okay. So just pay very close attention, but don't mention it like you're inquiring. Mention it just in passing. That way you can get his real reaction without him trying to hide it. So just say her name real quick and just pay very close to his body language and what he does, and you'll get closer to knowing the truth. Just like, oh, such and such told me this today, and then like look at him while you're saying her name and see what he does. Okay, you'll know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You like my lipstick? You said, are you asking for a nice shade of pink for lipstick? I don't know if you're asking or if you're asking what I'm wearing. I'm wearing this. This is Pillow Talk Medium Deep. The big lip plumpgasm or whatever. It's like plumping. It's by Charlotte Tilbury. Okay. They have a lighter one as well that's more pink if you have a lighter skin tone. Thank you. Anyway. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How long do I read for daily? It just depends on what I'm reading. Depends on how long you want to read or what you're reading. Like some books I can read for hours. Some books I gotta only read for 10 minutes, depending on what the content of the books are. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on what I'm reading. If I'm reading something that has a lot of information in it, I'll tend to read like about 20 minutes and then I take a break and then another 20 minutes and then I'll take a break. But if I'm reading like a story or something fiction that's pulling me in, like something really good, juicy, then I'll probably read for hours, you know? So it just depends on what I'm reading and how interested I am in it and how much I'm absorbing from whatever I'm reading. Because you don't want to read too much when you're learning stuff. You want to take little breaks so that you're absorbing it and understanding it and you're able to apply it and kind of sit with it for a little while. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do I think high-end makeup is worth it? Attention's okay. Or are they close to drugstore? Okay, so there's dupes now in the drugstore for high-end makeup that are very close. So you got to pay attention to the dupes of stuff that are very close. But because I have both, so I can tell you. I got the dupes of this and I got the dupes of that. And I can tell you that it's very close. So the closest dupes for Charlotte Tilbury is e.l.f. Okay, they literally just take the products and copy them. Okay. A lot of other companies are doing the same thing. Like I think Shein Glam copies as well, but I know e.l.f. definitely does dupes. MC Beauty Co does dupes. So you have so these are all dupes of like different stuff. So you got the e.l.f. This is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Glow Wand. You also have e.l.f. has a similar one as Charlotte Tilbury. So you can definitely use drugstore brands for dupes. And they're pretty close, especially the e.l.f. ones. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you can't afford the high end, the drugstore has you. Yes. Get it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said them dusty diaries. What? The only high-end makeup that I see that is very good that you can't really find in the drugstore are the eyeshadows. Okay, so if you're gonna splurge on one thing, from like Charlotte Tilbury, I suggest the eyeshadows because it's very hard to get this color and this quality. They may have it on like Imco Beauty or something. I don't know. But these are really good. So if you got to splurge on one thing, splurge on the eyeshadow and maybe the lipstick color. They do have dupes of the lipstick as well. So I would say the eyeshadow quality is like, it's not like real powdery or like, it's not cakey. It's not chalky. So you're going to want to at least splurge on one of the items or get close enough to it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, yeah. But you can definitely do drugstore dupes, no problem. I got both. They work good. Just make sure your skin is good and it'll apply flawlessly anyway. How to know if your guy is checking on me if I have offers from other guys, but I'm afraid to accept. Always think it's him. He just stop dating online. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Date in real life. You ain't gonna know it's him if you're online. So be out and about and talk to people in real life, and you know it ain't gonna be him. Okay. So this is what I'm telling y'all. Stop dating online because it literally could be another person that you're already talking to. I remember this one lady told me that she has a boyfriend and he wouldn't get off the dating apps. So she pretended to be someone else on the dating app and started to talk to him and get money from him as a whole nother woman. I said, girl, you still winning. I know you mad, but you still winning. So she said, yeah, because I already know everything about him. So he thinks like we're meant to be. I was like, okay, well, get his money on two sides, baby. If you smart, you'll do what she did. Okay. Meet people in real life. And if you're going to play online, get some money. See if he's still online. See what he's doing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. This girl is hilarious. She was like, girl, he's trying to cheat on me with me online. He thinks I'm some other chick and he even sent me money. I was like, well, you're still winning. Keep going. See what happened, girl. She's like, what should I do? I said, make a date. See if he goes and don't show up. Then then come back in the comments and get some more money. Saying, oh, I was trying to make it, but something happened and I need this and I need that. You said, what? You made a whole new account and you message not working. It was me. Y'all are, I mean, hilarious. You said, how do you balance work and freestyling? Try to implement it in between or early in the, like, so maybe if you have a lunch break, you can go sit at a nice restaurant bar. Maybe if you get off work, you can go check out a happy hour in a nice restaurant bar. Maybe on the weekends, you can get up early in the morning if you have the weekends off of work and go, dilly-dally on the rich side of town early. Maybe you can take a sick day and go out during the weekday and go on the rich side of town and do whatever. But definitely to figure it out. And like, let's say if you have a dentist appointment or a doctor's appointment, take the whole day off instead of like 2 hours. I don't know what type of job you have, but sometimes they'll just give you the whole day off. But try to do that. Sprinkle, sprinkle, make it work for you. What do they have? Those personal care, those personal health, mental health days. Take one of them and go have fun. All right. How long do you take to get all this glow ready? Oh, thank you, Blueberry Tea. It doesn't take me that long because I know what I'm doing real quick. So I just start off with my skincare routine, and when I get up, I do my skincare routine, brush my teeth. Then before I do my makeup, I put on my sunblock, I put on my concealer, then I put on my foundation. Then I do either my blush or my bronzer contour. Okay. Then I do my powder. Then I do my eyebrows. Okay. Do my eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara, highlighter, lip liner, lipstick. Then I spray the setting spray. That's it. It's just the order I go in. It's a specific order. And then if I need more blush, I'll put that on, powder it, and then setting spray again. You said you never feel like sending him nudes. Am I lazy? Is this normal? No, you're dumb. Or even trying to send that or think about sending it. Who does that anymore? Okay. What products is your holy grails, skin and makeup? Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The Charlotte Tilbury. This is the foundation I be using every day. Okay. The Airbrush Glow. And then sometimes I wear the Unreal Skin Tint when I'm in a real hurry and I don't feel like messing with like the liquid or the brush. I just, and it brushes on real quick. Just spot with this one. But this, definitely. And of course, my eyebrow pencils, gotta have them. Otherwise, I don't have no eyebrows. If I had to only use 3 products, it would be my foundation, my eyebrow pencil, and my mascara. I can get away with everything else. Or I definitely do the bronzer contour. Okay. Because you can use that for eyeshadow and highlight and lip liner and stuff. You've been in a relationship for 6 years. You realize that he's a dusty, but now that you've been trying to leave and ignore him, he wants to do everything. Okay, well, get him to do everything and get something out of him. Get something that you want. When he starts acting dumb again, just start kicking him out again. Or ignoring him again or whatever. Every week, he's going to have to do right because you're going to keep trying to leave him. And then maybe you could have the conversation with him. You know what? If you just act right, we don't have to go through this no more. If not, then I got to go, But I don't know why you calling him dusty if he's not doing nothing right, Why are you with him? Yep. Yeah, I like drawing my eyebrows in every day. I can't use everything that everybody else uses sometimes, Okay. Because I can change the shape, the color, depending on the wig that I throw on. I can do like more brown or more blonde when I wear my blonde wig. So I like switching up my eyebrows and drawing them in on a daily basis because I'll be switching my wigs, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said rich out of town is sometimes for not that rich, especially in Europe. Man without full-time job would be much better or easier to be there all the time and freestyle. Okay. Yeah, in America, usually you got to go to the country clubs where all the rich people hang out. You got to go to the pickleball courts. You got to go where people are independently wealthy and rich and just having fun. You got to go to the marina where the yachts are. These people already got money. They don't got to be clocked in. They own their own businesses or they have old money or they're off like 4 days a week and only work 2 days a week. You got to go where the real money is, So try the bigger places where the rich people are going to be for sure. If you're unsure about going to the rich side of town, just go to where the money is, period. Don't guess, just go, where you know exactly where it's at. Okay. You said you wish you live in US. It sounds better for such opportunities. Europe is kind of different, I believe. We'll try here though. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people are telling me that in some parts of Europe, not all parts, but in some parts of Europe, a lot of the men are 50-50. But remember, I keep trying to tell y'all, the women change the culture. If you accept it and don't do nothing about it, as a whole, as a group, it's going to stay that way. Okay. You got to decide one day that y'all are sick and tired and being sick and tired of going 50-50, and women need to stop dating guys that aren't paying. And then they're going to have to date each other or come up off the money. That's literally it. You got to shift your mindset and change the culture. If you can't do it, then don't complain about it. You got to put in work, baby. If you don't like it, shift the culture. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just stop dating. Just stop going out with men unless they pay. They come up to you and say, hey, you want to go out on a date? It's like, hey, are you going to pay for the whole date? They're going to say no. It's like, then no. Start doing that. What they going to do? Start paying. Isn't that right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's it. That's all you got to do. Have some standards. Just do it. Just stop thinking about it and start doing it. Because you know what? Men aren't going to change unless y'all change and higher the standards. Is it worth it? Get a membership to a country club to meet provider man. If you can afford it, sprinkle, sprinkle. Some country clubs are public and they'll let you in the restaurants and in the bars at certain times of the day. So just do your research. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Some country clubs are private. Some country clubs are public in certain areas. So just figure it out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You would? All right, yeah. So change the culture, y'all. Like, it's just a discussion and it's something you have to stick to, and all women got to get on board. Or most women got to get on board, especially the ones that know their value. If all the pretty, attractive women get on board with not going 50-50 in those parts of Europe, then everyone else is going to start following it. And then it's just going to be a thing. Okay. You got to shift the culture, and people got to be on board to do it. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. Yeah. I've been saying this for so many years, y'all. A lot of people have started to try to shift the culture in certain areas. You just have to keep going. More people have to do it. It has to become a culture shift. Okay. Mm-hmm. You said, listen to me and became offendum. All right, Lilith Riddle, get your money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I know that's right. You said favorite vegan places? Girl, they have vegan menus on all the menus now everywhere. You can go to any restaurant and eat plant-based vegan foods. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't really go to specific vegan places. I just go where they have vegan stuff on the menu or plant-based stuff on the menu. Okay. Because sometimes when you go to those vegan places, they're far away, like from where I live. You got to travel, So I would say just check out the menu. Whenever we decide to go out to eat, we look up the menu online somewhere and make sure they have a lot of vegan options. So pretty much everywhere has vegan options now. Even the movie theaters, like the Alamo theaters, they have like vegan pizza. They got they have the burgers. They have the fried cauliflower. So you have like a lot of stuff everywhere you can go eat at. You don't have to just find vegan restaurants. You could definitely go, and there's lots of vegan options on the menus now. So you can pretty much eat anywhere. Even at certain steakhouses, they have like plant-based steaks, I think made out of like tofu or mushrooms or something like that. So you can still even go to steakhouses now. You got everything. Okay. Any restaurant you go to, they have vegan options. Most of them. Mm-hmm. I say I'm plant-based because vegans are like, a religious cult. But I say I'm plant-based. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say you wasted 13 years on a Dusty. That's too long, baby. I'm glad you are free. Be free, girl. Free from the dust. You need to celebrate that. How long have I been plant-based? And I would say since 2020 or 2019. One of those. It has to be one of them years. Either 2019 or 2020. It could have been one of them. I don't know. It was around that era. That time. Sounds good. Oh. Smells like this. Okay. You said that's more than a decade? Oh my gosh. Is it? Well, it's been a while. You said not vegans are a religious cult. Yeah, some of them are. Okay. I'm just plant-based. I just don't eat meat. I'm not with them. I'm not with them. This one smells good too. Okay, the purple one. Spring Endless Dreams. This one is really good. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm not one of them weirdo people that care what you eat. I'm not a super strict plant-based person. I just don't eat meat or dairy most of the time, unless it's already in something, then I'm not going to be too worried about it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not one of them strict crazy people. You're just not going to see me eating no chicken. You ain't going to see me eating no beef. You ain't going to see me eating no pork. You ain't going to see me eating big blocks of cheese. You're not going to see me drinking whole milk or any type of cow milk or animal milk. You're just not going to see me doing it unless it's already in the food, baked in, like, you know, in a cake or something. I'm all right with that. I don't really care. Y'all ain't going to be seeing me eating it in its natural state. How to act more confident to make more friends. Okay. Main character energy. Walk into the place as if you're the main character of your own life. Like yourself, look good, feel good every day. Make yourself look good every day. Walk and talk and dress like a main character. And you're naturally going to attract people that like your energy. Okay. You got to get up every day and do it though. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to deal with fake friends. Treat them like peers and colleagues and associates. Don't call them friends. The less they know, the better. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Keep them at an arm's length. Give them information based on what they should or should not know. And keep it moving, okay? Now, I'm sorry, y'all. I say this in every video. This is not junior high anymore. Not everybody is your bestie. Some people are peers. Some people are associates. Some people are colleagues, okay? Learn to know the difference. You don't tell everybody everything because they might be your quote-unquote friend today and maybe not your friend tomorrow. So be very selective and understand who and what people are. Y'all be doing too much and super needy all the time, spilling your guts to people that aren't really your friends, and then you come around and say, well, how do I handle fake friends? They were never your friends in the first place. They aren't fake friends. They're associates, colleagues, or peers. Learn the correct order. Learn where to put people, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got somebody you hang out with, that's your peer. Y'all are close to the same age. Y'all have similar goals. That's your peer, okay? Associate is someone you associate with every now and then. They don't know all your deepest secrets and stuff like that. That's an associate. You're associated with them here and there. That's it. Okay. You got a buddy. Okay, that's someone you hang out with and give them a little bit of details, but not too much. And you keep it simple. Okay. You don't go all up into your, you know, long history and life story. They don't know hardly nothing about you. You keep it very, you know, semi-professional. Okay. So learn how to navigate people, because y'all be doing too much, giving people too much information, letting people get too close and all this kind of stuff. Keep it on a certain level. Okay. All right. Okay. You sit at bars at nice restaurants and meet new friends that way. Okay, CC, that's nice. Yeah. So y'all are on the same, you know, the same level mostly. So that's easy to make friends. You have a lot in common, do the same sort of things. Okay. You said, how did I make my teeth white? Girl, I brushed them. I drink coffee and I usually drink out of straws. I go to the dentist. I be brushing my teeth and stuff. Okay. Okay, I got an electric toothbrush. Use some natural toothpaste with natural whitening in there. You have floss. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, do I have lots of friends? No, ma'am. The older you get, the less friends you need. Okay. And I have 2 daughters that are teenagers. So those are like my best friends. I have a few associates, a few people that I hang out with sometimes, but it's not like, you know. And it's usually seasonal, you know what I mean? I'm cool with people. Let's just say that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. Learn how not to be so needy all the time. And I'm so busy and stuff. I have daughters and stuff. I'd make a really terrible friend anyway. Because I'll be trying to hang out and I'll be canceling on y'all left and right because I'm doing other stuff. So, you know, I don't have time for people's emotions rather than my own stuff and my own kids and stuff like that. So it's kind of like at a certain point in time, it's a little bit too much. If you're lonely, you don't have no kids, you don't have no life, you don't have other stuff to do, you might want a little, you know, buddy to hang out with. But when you're busy and you have other stuff to do, it's just another obligation, honestly. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said that's the Pisces in you. We don't need a lot of energies around. Exactly. If you ain't doing that, if it's not beneficial, it's a waste of time. That's just for everything for me. If it's not beneficial, we wasting time, baby. I mean, yeah, if you there and we there, we can make it work and hang out for a few minutes, great. But it's not something that's a high priority. And if I get busy or doing something else that's more beneficial, I'm going to cancel. That's how it's going to be. Or if I got to do something that can't wait, you know, got to do it. You said she's right. Friends are just exhausting. Yeah. And then if you can't make their thing, if you get busy, if you have to cancel, then they start taking it personally and it ain't personal. And it's just like, it's too much emotions. It's too much, you know, well, you did then, bye. I'd rather not have friends and have to deal with all that. Bye. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, like if you're taking stuff personally, I can't do it. I got to go because people have real lives. They got real stuff to do and they ain't got time to be worried about your little feelings all the time. So that's why I said I can't do it. Either you understand or you don't. And sometimes I tell people in advance, look, Don't take nothing I do personally. It ain't you. It's because, I have to do certain things a certain way. And that's it. I can't do it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And the funny thing is, I know someone the exact same way as I am, and so we always try to make plans. We always try to do, and they always cancel, and then I'll always cancel. So we just laugh at each other. It's like, yeah, we know what it is. It's hilarious. So we don't even get mad at each other or take it personally because we already know because we're both like literally Pisces. Like, girl, I already know you making plans just to cancel them in 5 days from now. That's all right. At least we tried. That's where the relationship is. At least we tried. The intention was there. If you don't if you don't want to date a provider man, how can I avoid men who are already married? I want someone who can be a provider and build my family. Older men often lie about being single. Okay. Um Most guys that are married, they're gonna approach you anyway. They're gonna lie to you anyway. So the best thing you can do is look up their name, get their full name, act dumb like you believe them, get their full name and look them up. See if they are or not. When somebody talked about that T app, I don't know if that they have that where y'all are, but I saw this girl when she was out and about. Every dude that walked up to her, she asked them their name and she looked them up on that T app. I thought it was hilarious and funny. But definitely do your research and you'll be able to find out if they are or not. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Look for the signs. If he can't talk on the phone at night, if he disappears around, a certain time every day, that's an indication. All right. So if you want to make sure they ain't married, you need to call them at night or make sure that they can get on the phone at night and stay on there for a good amount of time. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said what? You said Pisces get it. Yeah, I ain't gonna be mad at you for flaking out. We gonna flake out too. We was hoping you would flake out before we would have to flake out because you know what I'm saying. We was hoping you cancel before we cancel. Somebody better do it. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, don't take stuff personally. And if you want to be friends with someone, you have to have the emotional maturity to not take stuff personally if they cancel or if they can't do something or whatever. You got to have the emotional maturity not to be so needy and take things personally because sometimes life just happens. Okay. For those of y'all who have friends. Okay. You said, what's a destiny swap? Some fear factor stuff that people be talking about is not real. Okay. It's like, to me, it's like a superstition. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What? Yeah. Not taking things personally is a game changer. Try it. If y'all have trouble controlling your emotions, focusing, maintaining relationships, flying off at the handle all the time, start by not taking everything so personal. That's a start right there. It's like, okay, well, you can't make it. You can't make it. Okay, well, you forgot. You forgot. Stop taking it personally. And you will definitely start to see things in a way better way. You'll be more calm, less emotionally involved or distressed, less, worried. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, there were some people in my like a long time ago when I was younger that used to be too emotionally involved, invested, and take things too personally. I had to just like, I'm sorry, you're too much for me. I can't. Goodbye. Gotta go. Uh-huh. Can't do it. Goodbye. You said don't let nobody put fear in your heart. Girl, that whole stuff is hilarious. If you're old like me, you've seen that stuff just become invented online. Like, girl, what's this new? Uh-huh. Old people just laugh at y'all's new stuff. And it's like, okay, what's this new thing called? This new form of fear factoring? Destiny swapping. That's hilarious. The first time I heard that was on TikTok. I'm like, y'all stupid. If destiny swapping was real, we would have another Michael Jackson somewhere. Or somebody that was on his level. And there ain't. So don't believe in it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We'd have somebody on Prince's level. We'd have somebody. So there ain't no such thing because they couldn't do it with the top people. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Uh-uh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's not real. It's just something that people are talking about to put fear in you, to make you paranoid and sketchy. Okay. Some people don't even believe in destiny. They believe that they create their own life by the choices that they make. Okay. It's just a way for people to try to do something and take a shortcut without having the discipline and consistency of the next person. It doesn't work out that way. Because some people actually are smart and they know that every decision they make is what creates their life. And people that keep talking about superstitions and stuff like that, it's like they don't have the discipline. They don't have the consistency to get to the life that they want. So they think they can switch with someone else. All you got to do is switch your habits. You need to habit swap. You don't even have to swap habits. You just have to have habits that lead you into success. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't realize that they just need to have better habits and make better choices. There's no such thing as that because that's why we don't have replacements for some of the biggest people out there, because you can't swap nothing. You have to have the discipline. You got to have the mentality and you have to have the consistency. Yep, you got free will, baby. So that's why I don't believe in it, because it doesn't even make sense. It's dumb. It's just a way to make you paranoid and put fear into you to start avoiding other people. But, unless you're going to get up and do the same thing that the other person does every day, you don't have to worry about it. Mm-hmm. You said it's taking credit for someone else's gifts, talents, or work. Okay. Well, people have been doing that since the beginning of time. Okay. Half the inventions in the world have stolen patents. So that doesn't make it it doesn't make it destiny swapping. It's just called taking credit for some other stuff. So take your own credit. If you take your own credit, nobody can take your credit from you if you have it on your own. It just doesn't make sense. It's just another form of paranoia and anxiety when you're around people. You can't copy, you're only inspired, because you're not going to copy 100%. You can only be inspired somewhat. You said someone said it's just plagiarism. Girl, it's just silliness. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Who cares? You know, we live in a society where everybody got the same wig, same hair, same lips, same BBL, same outfit. Okay, no wonder people are paranoid. I don't care. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can take all that stuff out. You can put it back in. You can mix it up and have a whole different combination. But, you know, I see why people feel that way. You can't look back in the old days. It was hard to copy people because you couldn't order the same wig. It was hard to copy people because people used to make their own clothes or get it custom made or bought it somewhere else, or they sold out because they didn't make 1,000 million of them. Okay. Now it's very easy to copy anybody because you can order the stuff online and have it to your house tomorrow. Do you understand? It's very easy to copy people because no one's original anymore, because everybody is trying to follow the same stuff and do the same thing so they get the same results instead of creating something new. So it's very easy. Well, if you're old like me and you have seen this happen over, you know, technology and how things have become so accessible and easy, you're not even going to see it that way. You're just going to laugh at it and say, girl, all these people ordering the same stuff on the same day, getting the same Amazon driver to ship the stuff to their house at the same time. That's why everybody looking the same. Yes, that's it. That's nothing to do with who you are as an individual. If you have habits and you have discipline and you are consistent, nobody can take what's yours. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You understand? Y'all being too superstitious. That's why y'all can't move out of y'all own way. Okay. All right. Y'all doing too much as usual. Hey, girl. Hey. You gonna ride with me, or we gonna get ready to go in about 3 minutes?
Sure.
Okay. I'll be done in 2 minutes. That's Layla. Yeah. Why do men want your attention more after another man has complimented you? Because they fear losing you to the next man, probably with more money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If y'all were looking for the haul, make sure y'all check out the beginning of the video. All my links are in the description bar. And I will see y'all on the next one. Bye.